Hey everybody, I know we just talked about we're getting into Flexbox, but our project is kind of in an interesting state. We've got some borders, we've got some interesting artifacts that I want to address before we get into Flexbox. So you can see on the right that this whole background is blue, for example. Let's talk about how we can get there. And then also we're going to get rid of some of the stuff that we've been working on with borders. So I'm going to go full screen on our code just to make it easier for us to read. I'm going to bump JavaScript out there. Okay. So if you have got this exact view, because you've been following me line for line, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. If you've deleted your own borders, that's great. We're going to be doing that now, but I just wanted to take a module here to get us ready. So first off, we're going to delete this A tag that I put around the city. Just remember in our display inline display block lesson. So cleaning that up. Also, we've got this margin top, we don't want that anymore. It was used as an object lesson. Margin auto, we're going to be removing as well. We'll keep text align center. So card should look like this. I know deleting can be a little fast and furious, so if you just slow down, go for it. Then we're going to get rid of this other border here. Then we're going to go down to our A tag and get rid of this border here. So now our code should look much cleaner in terms of we got rid of a lot of the stuff that was helping us visualize the box model and that A tag that we didn't need. Step 2, we've got to get this blue thing all the way across the screen if we want to look like our web page. So to get there, we're going to be introducing a new responsive unit. So what is that unit? Well, it's based on the viewable area of the web page. What is the viewable area of the web page, you ask? Well, it's right here. It's from this corner to this corner and this corner to this corner. So this is viewable, meaning this is not viewable because over here, this is the developer panel. This is the Chrome of the browser. And then of course, this is just the viewable area. So that's why it's called the viewport. And so there's actually a unit with the name viewport in it, and that is called a viewport height or a viewport width. And what it does is it takes a percentage of the viewport and lets us utilize it. So let's kind of play around with this. Everybody jump in. If you haven't been coding with me and your screen looks like mine, let's code together. So I'm going to go into this main tag and I'm going to introduce a height property. Now remember, height is part of the box model. And so we can come in here and it's for our content, right? So we haven't set a height for this blue background. So we're going to be introducing 100. And then remember how I said viewport height? Well, remember, that's not fun to write out. So we can just actually type in V and H for viewport height. And boom, look at that. We've got our big, beautiful blue background. So we're getting closer and closer to our example site that you can see here on the right. So that's pretty awesome. Viewport height is an extremely helpful tool for this specific thing. Now, one thing that new developers will do sometimes is they'll then take this brand new unit and try to apply it to everything because somehow a percentage of a viewport feels easier. But that can be actually really bad for a web page if everything's built in VHs, because then as soon as you were like to take this website and like scrunch it a little bit, then your whole web page would scrunch as well. So just use it sparingly and wisely as it is a responsive unit because it is responding to the viewable area in the web page. Pretty cool. So that's why we use different units to accomplish different things. So that's a viewport height of 100 VH, and we are now ready to start talking about Flexbox in our next video. So let's go do it. Let's learn about Flexbox.